Today we are doing 2-1 scientific notation, and here in red I have an example of what scientific notation looks like. You're going to use this a lot in chemistry, someday when you take chemistry in high school. Scientific notation is a way to write numbers. So here for our first one we have 803,000, and it wants you to turn that into scientific notation. And so the way you do that is you need to move the exponent out a certain amount of times. So let me get a color here. Let's do blue. If you have an exponent right here, I'm not an exponent, a decimal here at the end. It's always there at the end, we just don't write it. You're going to move that decimal over till you get to the last place right before the last number. So it's always a number dot, okay? And how you're going to write this is you're going to write this as 8.03 times 10 to a certain power. Now, how do you know what that power is? Well, we moved in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So since we moved into the left 5 times, we're going to write a 5 here. So whenever you have a big number and you know that you're going to have a positive exponent and you're going to move to the left. So same thing here, we have a big number. That decimal point is right here, 1, 2, 3. We're going to make this 1.5 times 10, and we moved over that decimal point over 1, 2, 3 times, and it was a big number, so it has to be a positive exponent. Let's look at C. C, we need to have it be a number dot times 10, right? That's how the formula works. So in order to do that, I got to move this over 1, 2, 3, 4 times so that I have a number dot, and we'll write 0 times 10 to an exponent. Well, we moved over 1, 2, 3, 4 times, so I'm going to write 4, but I have to write it as a negative because it was a decimal, which is a smaller number, so that's why I know that it's going to be negative. So whenever it has a small number, it's going to be a negative exponent. Same thing here. We know that this one is going to be a negative exponent because, oops, I went too far, because it is a decimal. So here we're going to stop. We move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So I know that I'm going to have 6.67 times 10 to the negative 5. And again, I know it's a negative because it was a decimal to begin with, and I always have a number dot in the rest of it. Here we have example number 2, and it asks us to write in standard form. So we're going to do the opposite. Before we were given standard form and we had to write in scientific notation. This time we are given scientific notation and we need to write it in standard form. So if you notice, I have a little hint here. I said it's a 3, and it makes a big number because it's a positive exponent. So we know that we have to move over to, we have 0.87. We know we need to move over to the right to make that big number because it's not going to be a decimal because it's positive here. So we're going to move over 1, 2, 3. I'll have to put a 0 here. So that means that I have the number 7870. So that's 7,870. Which makes sense because if you went the other direction, hypothetically, and you moved over 1, 2, 3, we would have written this as 7.87 times 10 to the third. So you can take these in either direction. It just depends what you are looking for. So our standard form for this is 7,870. Let's look at B. It's a negative exponent. So that means we're going to have a decimal. So here we have 3.04. I have to move that out 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many zeros is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'd have my decimal point here. So I have point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 0, 4, and that would be my final answer. Again, if you wanted to move backwards, you could. You could go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you would get 3.04 times 10 to the negative 7th. So you can look at this from either direction.